Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video covering all of the new releases from Games Workshop and Forge World. As always, I'd like to say a huge welcome to all of you new subscribers over the past week. A massive thanks to all of the members. Right here, you can join the channel as a member and donate for as little as like £1.99 a month. And that helps the channel create all of this daily content, covering all the new releases, everything from the Warhammer Imperium magazine all of this week to all of the new Horus Heresy releases and new releases into the future. So big thanks to the members and a big thank you to all of the Patreons, and also a big thank you to everyone that uses the Element Games affiliate link. You'll find it in the description of every video, and you just click that link before you purchase anything off Element Games, and then Element know that this channel has sent you there. If you use the crystal code as well at the checkout, you're going to earn yourself double the points. It's a no-brainer because you can use those crystals in a future purchase to get even more money off on top of that discount. I mean, you really are going to be saving way more than from the retail price. And a new feature that I added during the week is if you click on a video, if it's a particular helpful video, like I know my Xbox 360 PAL 60 guide was really useful to people, and so many people just put thanks because I knew how to do it and I wanted to share that useful bit of information with people. And I still get comments on that video from all those years ago. You can just click thanks, and then what that does is you just it allows you to donate any sort of monetary amount for that one video. It's not like a membership or subscription or anything like that. You just like a tip jar really. But I'm really excited about that because we've never really had that in the UK, and it's a great option for people that wanted to just show their appreciation for a certain video. You can only do it on the videos that I've allowed comments for, which is like 99.9% of them anyway, but there we go. Just wanted to give you an update on that. Let's have a look at the community website right here. Let's accept all of those cookies. And if we just go down to about a week ago, so the 9th of July, I want to say, there's been a fair amount of news this week, but it kicked off with, we had a look at Angron on the 8th, on the Friday. Fantastic looking mini. I think out of the 3 Demon Primarchs, as much as I love Mortarion, this one is, it's grown on me massively. Anyway, we had the pre-orders, which included this Hellbreak Knight of the Throne. I think that sold out within about 10 minutes or so. I'm hoping mine comes later today, but we'll see. If it does, there'll be a video. If not, there'll be a video on Monday. Then there were a couple of ebooks, but then there were some made-to-order minis and 25 new Citadel contrast paints to purchase, a new White Scar spray, and then these are the made-to-order sort of Sorcerers and Chaos Space Marines. So if you missed them, or you had your eye on them for a while, now's your chance, and you can get the Aspiring Champion. Still looks good, but it's getting on a bit now. Made to order Skaven, and that was about it. Just paints and made to order minis. It was a bit sort of boring last week really. There's Warhammer preview online, so there's big preview. I was doing things at the time, but I hope you all had a great time looking at these. You had a preview for Warcry, for Necromunda, for the Nether Maze, for the Blood Bowl, and Kill Team Into the Dark. So each of them have their own separate sort of article, I guess. So you've got this Warcry new box set, The Heart of Gur, Skirmish Combat in the Realm of Beasts. I really like the scenery. It's fantastic. And look at this little toad, 3-eyed toad, walking on these stilt things. And then this is the other. They do like their horned beast helmets, don't they, in Age of Sigmar? But yeah, this scenery piece looks amazing. I don't mind using that for like some kind of cultist type chaos thing. I mean, look at these tentacle sort of arms with the horns. And then these trees with like hands and fingers for branches. I mean, yeah, you could certainly use this for like some kind of forgotten tribal imperial world. That's what I would use it for. I like the tier system as well. So that was a Warcry new box set with that scenery. Necromunda, you had the Goliath Gangers. Of course, there's going to be vehicles for lots of the Necromunda now. You know, now that they brought this, I will say that where this connects, I think this will be in 2 pieces here, and you're going to have to clean that up. But other than that, looks quite cool. Some kind of war track. It's actually called a Goliath Mauler. Then you've got Warhammer Underworld's Nether Maze. So you got these doggos as well, which look really cool. It's Witch Hunter. Got some cards. Looks pretty nice. Will look great with your Cursed City. I just wish that they'd had more kind of Cursed City like expansions and things. It is a bit of a shame. I hope they do build on it. Then you've got Blood Bowl as well. These, what are they? Kara Temple Harpies, Piranha Warrior Blitzers, Python Warrior Throwers, Jaguar Warrior Blockers, and Eagle Warrior Line Women. Nice and colourful, aren't they? Are they the Jamaican Blood Bowl team? Oh look, this one's even brought a long snake with her. Excellent. Where's the parrot? No parrots anywhere? This. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, well there we go. That's those. Then you've got Kill Team, Clash with the Imperial Navy. So you've got some of these, which yeah, oh they do look great. Imperial Navy. You could just imagine these aboard the big void ships and things. And then you've got some Kroot with some kind of bowcaster. Yeah, they look nice. Yeah, cool. And some scenery, some kind of every box in the upcoming Kill Team is thematically linked, apparently. So yeah, you're going to have some of this Space Hulk scenery, hopefully. Then you've got the Sunday preview, which was the same day. You've got Kabanda, or Kabandahar. He's a demon general of Cygnus. Looks fantastic. He's quite pricey, but he is about 24 centimeters, and I think a Warhound's about 30. So, yeah, he's a tall model. The biggest character model that they've produced. You can give him this helm thing, but I think that kind of subdues his features, his demon features, a bit too much. Yeah, I think it's great. But yeah, pricey. And then also from 412, this Vartijan Exodriller. Night Questoris, quite odd, but I think they're just repackaging that. And then finally we get the Corsair Void Scarred separately. So if you were able to get the Nakman box set, you got one set of these, and then you can build the other set as well. You can build them in 2 different units. But then you've got the Chaos Space Marine Legionaries. It's just the Chaos Space Marine box set with like upgrade sprues with different weapons and things. That's all it is. And then you can get the Nakman box separate. Then you get the Nakman book separate, and the Warhammer World book. That's quite pricey, but you do get an exhibition ticket as well. But that's 3rd edition. It's really going to motivate you. It's even got the new Age of Sigmar diorama in there as well, which was one of my favourites last time I went. You got the Dark City by Chris Raitt. It's the 3rd and final, I think. I think it's the final out of the trilogy book. But Chris Raitt, if you don't know him, he does write Death Guard and Custodes very, very well. He wrote Valdor, for instance, and one of the Siege of Terror books. I think he wrote the most recent one, actually, Warhawk. And I thoroughly enjoyed that. That was one of my favourites. You got Rose at War by Danny Ware. She normally writes the Sisters books, or specifically the Order of the Bloody Rose books. I think it's fantastic that my own order is getting novels. It's very exciting. You got Dominion by Darius Hinks available first time in paperback. I think the Twice Dead King, Ruin, and some ebooks and some other books in different languages. So more to pre-order I think this weekend than last weekend. Got Retinue episode, Blood Bowl, Mesmerize Your Way with the Amazon star player Boa Constrictor. I see what you did there. Yeah, we've now got snakes. Playing Blood Bowl. Okay, it's fine. Citadel Colour. Why people just love our new contrast and shade paints. Okay. Codex Chaos Demons. So this was a nice surprise. 40k. Artwork looks stunning. I really like that. I like all the Chaos Gods and the just showing up and just taking down sisters apparently. You obviously have Be'lakor in there. I don't think they're going to do any new models really for it, which sucks. You got Warcry, a look at the new box set. You got the Rumour Engine, 12th of July, so some kind of ruins there. The new Siege of Terror novella. They've done 2 so far, which is Sons of Selenar and Fury of Magnus. Fury of Magnus is actually my favourite Siege of Terror book out of all of them that they've come out with. I mean, Mortis is a close second, but so Garrow kind of versus Mortarion. Think we all kind of know where that's gonna end up, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm just happy for another Death Guard and Garrow novel or novella. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Really excited about that. Horus visited Warhammer World apparently. Interrogator, an extra episode. Haven't watched that yet. I need to go and watch that today. Careful in the Narwood, and then can the Vartijan Exotrigger match the awesome technology of the Leagues of Votan? Look at these versus. You got the weapons, and you got the armor, and then the technology as well. Both sets are fantastic, but you have to wait a little longer to get the Hearthguard. Earthguard, Warcry, where it fits with the rest of Gur. The Horus Heresy Thursday was actually the close combat version of the Leviathan. I could only wish that they'd bring out Dreadnought Drop Pod in plastic. They've got the Forge Rod one, but I think it's like £75. And I just know with all of the Contemptors coming out and these Leviathans, people would jump at plastic Dreadnought Drop Pods. They really, really would. And it's just a shame if they're not going to do those. One thing I will say is this looks a bit odd on the back. I just noticed that this thing here, whatever this is, I don't know whether it's got one on the other side, but that just looks odd. Looks like it's been cut out. But yeah, we're actually getting this close combat variant sooner than the shooty one. And you've got the heavy flamers or the Volkite calivers, if you wish. Not a massive fan of the siege drills. I think the other siege drills, the rounded ones, looked better. But the siege claws themselves look fine with the built-in sort of melters. I think they are. It's just great this is coming in plastic. And they also mentioned that the close combat weapons and the range weapons will be available in a separate plastic box later on, which is awesome. I mean, that is the way to do it. They've really done this Leviathan justice, and I hope it sells well because, I think people prefer the Telemon and they prefer the Contemptor rather than these big, thick Leviathans. But again, if they brought out the Dreadnought Drop Pod, probably would sell a few more because there's nothing quite like deep striking your Leviathan. Explore the depths of Space Hulk. You'll never know what you might find. So yeah, little look back at that awesome artwork. You've got Reforged episode. Then you've got Cygnus Slam. Kabanda takes on Sanguinius. I think we all know, what happens there between them both. But you can download his rules, which is nice, and read how that little fight went on. New Warcry scenery brings a brutal Narwhal to life, and you may wish it hadn't. And then Citadel Colour now have the Warhammer TV painting team been using? How have the Warhammer TV painting team been using the new Citadel colour range? So you've got that news as well. So that's all of the news for this week. Let's have a look at Forge World at Kabanda and that new squat dreadnought thing. Okay, so on Forge World's web store, you've got this awesome looking banner, an advert for Warhammer Horus Heresy Kabanda, the Demon General, an arch nemesis to Sanguinius. Then you've got the Vartigan Exo Driller, and that's about it. So if we click on New, if it loads today, please, and we click on Pre-orders, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's odd at the moment the way they're sort of organising things. But if you click on Pre-orders, you've got all of those paints as well. So yeah, just go on View All, and then if we go high to low, those two should be at the top. So let's look at Kabanda first of all. Why not? £215. He is, yeah, very pricey. You know, Primarchs are approaching £100 or so. So yeah, you could say he's, you know, twice the price of a Primarch. The wings are absolutely ginormous. Lots of detail everywhere. They even give you an option for, you know, giving him a helmet kind of thing for his face. We've probably got a picture of this somewhere here, but there he is. Look at that long whip as well. I don't know about the whip. Yeah, it's going to be interesting if it doesn't need any heat manipulation, but it goes all the way back and all the way through here as well. You've got a nice scenic base, well, part of a scenic base. You've got his hooves, you've got a load of dead blood angels. That's a Leviathan dreadnought there that he's stomping on. So if a Leviathan's probably about waist height, maybe, yeah, he's going to be a big model. I really like him. I'd love to pick him up. I don't know, I might do at some point, just to go against Sanguinius, but for now, we can just see him on this preview. This is his different sort of helm or whatnot. You've got it there, and then there's one of the blood angels, and then just looking at it without being painted. The wings, yeah, like I've got a massive issue with this wing being at such an angle. It almost looks as if he's just landed, but he's not just landed. I don't get that wing. Other people have manipulated that. I think with enough heat and confidence, you can bend anything. So if I picked him up, I'd probably bend this wing to look similar to the other wing. I know people would say, oh yeah, the boring pose with the wings up like that, but I definitely think it would look way better than what we've got. This pose, well, with the wings both downturned, kind of looks like he's landed, rather than about to lift off. So, you know, there is that. Maybe he's skidded along this and he's gone along there, but yeah, you take your, you know, description, excuse, whatever, but I would just change that wing. So that's Kabanda. Then you've got the Ironhead Squat Prospectors Vartigan Exo Driller, £28.50. Not too bad, but you know, when we look at how big this thing actually is, I wish they did some size comparisons on the site. That would be great. Yeah, you've got one of the helmets and you've got a big pistol there in case he has to get out of it. I'm not quite sure how he would get out of it. Maybe it's really easy to get these guys out, but yeah, I like the Telemon kind of feel to it as well, and the curved out armor, and then you've got this back, and then you've got some fuel canisters or whatever. So yeah, this is for Necromunda. No doubt there'll be some 40k rules or something at some point. Rules for wielding him can be found in the Necromunda Book of the Outlands supplement. 17 resin parts, this one, for £28.50. So they're all the pre-orders from Forge World. Nice to see some pre-orders from Forge World. You know, there's still a lot of Horus Heresy themed releases as well. There's a few characters which I think will come out in plastic, but definitely there's all the shoulder pauldrons and things that they've been previewing in the Warhammer community website. So let's go on over to Games Workshop and have a look at, well, pretty much all the books and things for today. I think they're the main releases. So, okay, interesting. So they've used this banner before. I think it's to kind of advertise the Legionaries. If we click on pre-orders and we go view all, it's basically they've become a library this weekend. If we go high to low, yeah, Hellbreak was last weekend, but you've got this Warhammer World Exhibition Dioramas book bundle, 3rd edition, £27.50, quite pricey, but then you do get the ticket with it, and the ticket is usually about £12.99 there, so you know, technically you're getting this book for like £14 or so. I don't think it is a hardback book. It just says it's an 88-page book, so it's not a massive book, but and I would have preferred it in hardback. Oh, here we go. Oh, actually, look, ticket types available, £7.50 for adult. So I was completely wrong. The book is going to cost you £20, no matter how you do it, and you can only get this from Games Workshop. Can't get it from any third party. So if you have never been to Warhammer World, just type in Warhammer World into YouTube. There's probably a few of my videos on there, and I would like to make one soon, another one showing the newer displays. But if you've never been, or you don't think you're going to be able to go for years, you know, if you're in another country quite far away and you can't make it to Nottingham, then yeah, I can't recommend this book enough, because yeah, I mean, in person it's still going to look fantastic, but at least this gives you a you know, an idea, a preview of what they've got going on there, and the dioramas are absolutely stunning. You've got the Nakmon Kill Team book, £27.50, available separately for the first time. Then you've got Rose at War hardback, so it looks like all the hardback books now are straight up £18. Bit disappointing. You know, I would have preferred them at the £12.99 price, or even the £16. It won't be long before they're kind of £20 or so, will it? But yeah, you can get these from third party, save yourself a bit of money. But Rose at War, I'm looking forward to. Dark City, very much looking forward to, because I've got the other two Vaults of Terror books by Chris Raitt. Vulture, haven't really heard much about that. And then you've got Dominion by Darius Hinks and Twice Dead King Ruin. They're now available separately, but they've been out quite some time. And then you've got all the paints. So that's it for Games Workshop. Not really much at all. If you notice, though, there wasn't the Legionaries, were there, in the pre-orders? Have they forgot to put them on? So this just takes you to the full range of Chaos Space Marines. Go back to that main page. This is really odd. It seems like the only way to get these Void Guards and Legionaries is to, I say click there, but then that just says see the full range. So you have to click there to pick up these, to then pre-order them. Really odd way of doing it. Kill Team Morok is still there, though. I will be doing the review of the Novitiates at some point. They're quite high up on my list. But yeah, you could... Wow, what? £40? £40 for 10 Space Marines there. Wow. Or £35 for 10 Eldar. £40 for 10 Space Marines. Wow. But yeah, if we just go to new and exclusive and we click on pre-orders, I don't think they're there. No, sneaky. And they specifically advertise them. That's a shame. I think they should have put those miniatures into this pre-order section, and because they are available to pre-order. Click old foes and you just get all of these bundles. Okay, well at least you know where those are. If you were trying to find them somewhere, you have to go onto the main page and click on that thumbnail to then take you to be able to pre-order either the Legionaries or the Corsair Void Guard. But it's great that they're available separately, I guess. So there you go. Not much at all for the pre-orders this weekend. Just a few books, a couple of the Kill Team sets available separately, and Kabanda and the Squat Dreadnought suit. What do you guys think? Please do put your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. And what do you guys think of Kabanda as well? And what I'd like to find out is, do you prefer Kabanda to Angron? How about that for a question? Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.